Merhaba everyone, welcome to another video. This is Gio, your favorite ball flight attendant, and today I bring you more content regarding another country that I like a lot. It's probably one of my favorite ones. So we're going to be talking about Turkey, or Türkiye as they call it in their own language. This marvelous nation spans two continents since the 97% of its territory is located in Asia, Anatolia, and only about the 3% of its territory is situated in Europe. Istanbul famously sits on both sides of the Bosphorus and therefore on both continents at the same time. This city has actually been the capital of three major empires throughout the history. Byzantium, Constantinople, and Istanbul are some of the names that have been used to call this city because it served as capital of the Roman/Byzantine Empire, as well as the Latin Empire and the Ottoman Empire. And it was the Ottoman capital until 1922. The Bosphorus is one of the world's most strategic and important waterways since it connects the Black Sea with the Sea of Marmara, separating the European and Asian part of Istanbul. One of the world's oldest monumental sites is actually situated in Turkey and is called Göbekli Tepe, which is located in the southeast of the country and dates back roughly 11,000 years. So it means, for example, that it predates Stonehenge, for example, by thousands of years and radically changed ideas about early human societies. Turkey has an extraordinary number of ancient cities, since you can find remains associated with the Hittites, Greeks, Romans, Byzantines, Seleucids, and Ottomans, often within relatively short distances of one another. Troy is located in modern-day Turkey. The archaeological site of Troy is near Çanakkale. The legendary Trojan War described by Homer is traditionally associated with this location. Santa Claus, the famous Santa Claus, has a connection with Turkey since Saint Nicholas, the historical Christian bishop that inspired the Santa Claus tradition, was actually born and served as a bishop in Lycia, which is today situated in southern Turkey. Turkey is home to Cappadocia's famous fairy chimneys. Volcanic activity has actually contributed to creating layers of soft rock that erosion sculpted into extraordinary formations. People later carved homes, churches, and entire underground settlements into them. Turkey has actually a city beneath the sea, which is called Kekova, was partially submerged after some earthquakes, and today visitors can see ruins beneath exceptionally clear Mediterranean water. The Turkish coffee has UNESCO recognition because Turkish coffee isn't just a drink, it is an important part of the Turkish social culture and was inscribed into the UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage list back in 2013. The tulip has a fascinating Ottoman connection. Although tulips are strongly associated with the Netherlands today, they were cultivated and celebrated extensively in the Ottoman Empire, centuries before becoming a Dutch cultural symbol. The Ottoman Empire had actually a famous tulip era in the early 18th century. This period was actually known as the Tulip Era and became associated with gardens, art, architecture, luxury, and fascination with the European culture. Turkey has an ancient city dedicated to Aphrodite, which is called Aphrodisias and is situated in southwestern Turkey and was a major center for the worship of Aphrodite and became famous for its sculptures and marble. The country has one of the world's oldest continuously inhabited regions. Anatolia has seen human settlements for many thousands of years, with sites such as Catalogjuk dating back around 9,000 years. I do apologize if I'm not pronouncing, of course, all those names correctly. I don't speak any Turkish at all, so if there is anybody from Turkey watching this video, please let me know in the comments below how bad I'm doing it. The famous Hagia Sophia, situated in Istanbul, has had an extraordinary life. It was built in the 6th century under Byzantine Emperor Justinian, and it was originally a Christian cathedral. Later on became an Ottoman mosque, then a museum, and is now again functioning as a mosque in Istanbul. Turkey has coastline on 4 different seas: the Black Sea, Aegean Sea, Mediterranean Sea, and of course the Sea of Marmara. The country has some spectacular winter landscapes too. Eastern Turkey is mountainous and can receive a heavy snowfall. Mount Ararat, traditionally associated with the biblical story of Noah's Ark, rises about 5,137 meters above the sea level. The Grand Bazaar in Istanbul is enormous, and I can relate to that because I have visited and I actually got lost into there. It is impossible to find a way out once you enter it. It has thousands of shops, I think around 4,000, and spread through a vast network of covered street, and has existed in various forms since the Ottoman period. And here is a particularly unusual one. Turkey has actually a cat city. Of course, wherever you go in Turkey, you will be fascinated about the huge amount of cats you can see on the streets. But this one goes one step ahead. Van cats from the Lake Van region are actually a distinctive Turkish breed, famous for their characteristic color pattern and their unusual. Well, that was pretty much everything. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if that was the case, please consider subscribe to the channel and give me a thumb up down there. If you wish to contribute to this content, please don't forget to leave a comment in the description down below, and see you soon in another video.